Well, good morning. It is September 1st, 2022. Welcome to my happy mess. So, just taking a moment to catalog this year. I'm sure we're going to get a cold snap here and put everything to bed even before it's completely finished its course. Right here we have the worm bed, and it's really done fantastic. I turn it every couple of days, put the lid on at night to keep the raccoons out, and in the morning when I take the lid off, they are absolutely everywhere. So, really happy about that. Um, Planted some husky tomatoes in a planter just off the balcony, and they did okay. I don't know if I'd do it again, but pretty happy with the way things turned out in that direction. So here's the pepper patch. I know it looks a lot different than it did last year. And again, it's so weird because they are the exact same species of peppers, exact same soil, location, and growing pot. Some of them you can see are doing really well. We're just kind of waiting for them to change color, and then the other pot is not doing well at all. It's been puny from the beginning, and I just don't understand why, but it is what it is. So the asparagus, this is wild asparagus, planted by a bird, and it's doing really well. We keep harvesting the stalks of that. This is the blueberry. It's almost done. We took the netting off of it and letting the birds have the remainder. Here's those poor puny little peppers again. Better shot of that. Potatoes. Loved this new bed. Felipe worked so hard creating, and I just can't eat them with my sugar issues. You can see the peas over there. I haven't ripped that one out, but it's time to replant. It's time to start the fall planting of the winter crops. Over here, this is a volunteer. I'm assuming that it is a sugar pie pumpkin, and it's growing wild, doing really well. I'm not having the spotted mildew issue that we've had in the past, so it's a real champ. Down here I've got some of the brassicas, some kale, a few cucumber stragglers. They're, again, just getting started as the season is ending. These tomatoes I probably won't do again next year. I just didn't get the bang for my buck. These are indigo rose, and while they are beautiful, it's really scrawny compared to the black cherry. The black cherry is setting some beautiful fruit. It's a really vigorous, hardy plant. It just vines and twines, setting some gorgeous fruit. And again, I went the vertical route this year on the trellis. zip tying everything up, cutting it, what is it, 10, maybe 15 inches from the pot, which is bottomless. And at the end of the season, I lift the pot, redistribute the dirt, filling it again in the spring with fresh soil. That you saw in the worm bin right up there on my patio. There are many varieties in here, mostly paste tomatoes, Romas. I've got some Amish paste tomatoes. And here, these are not tomatoes, they're tomatillos. And they are volunteers. I didn't even grow tomatillos up here in the front. A few years ago, I grew them in the back, but here they are. Isn't that crazy? I love Mother Nature. So between the pots, I've planted some Swiss chard and parsley, and kale. Those will keep through the winter. They're super hardy. Sunflowers went crazy. I've got them lashed to the obelisk, which is housing another bottomless pot. And can't remember the name of this one, but I can't wait. She looks absolutely delicious, and if you pet her, the aroma is very, very sweet and musky. Over here, strawberries that really didn't produce much this year. I will give them a good feed at the end of the year. In with the tomatoes, I have, I believe it's Martha Washington asparagus. These were planted by me. They're companion growing with the black cherry tomatoes. They do very well together. And I've tucked some basil in here with the asparagus and tomatoes. Again, in this pot, I've got that tiny little, not black cherry, but indigo rose. This one's a clone from the other one, and again you can see it is setting flowers, but end of season, no fruit, so probably won't do that again. On the other hand, this fig has gone absolutely insane. Very, very happy with that. We've harvested quite a bit off of her already. Us and the birds. Finally got my unicorn done. I still need to do her eyes, but she's looking good, totally refreshed. These strawberries are doing really well. They got fed heavily last year in the fall, and all of the tomatoes on this side are mirror images of the ones on the other side. And again, tucked in here, I have different varieties of Swiss chard. I've got parsley and marigolds, of course, firecracker, I love these, and tomatoes. No, I did not grow that black dog from seed, but I did grow that black dog. That's Miyakota. Now these are the Amish paste. Amish paste tomatoes are supposed to be really super vigorous, resistant, and I concur with that. Pretty fabulous. I will grow those again next year, along with, the San Marzanos and the Roma. I have one other paste tomato in there. Offhand, I cannot remember the name of it. And take a look at this persimmon. She really shot up this year. She's providing dappled shade for some of the more tender plants. Here's another cucumber. This one was a fairly good producer. The dog, however, helped himself to many of her fine fruits. Over here in the inner sanctum, the ornamentals are doing rather well. Now, this is a mist sprayer hose. We just topped the cobblestones with some fresh concrete because me with my vision, not so good. Not a good combination. I kept tripping, and yeah, not good for 64-year-old bones. So, and these are the angels that we put up in the spring. Sage is doing really well. I've already harvested some, put it in the dehydrator. It is fabulous. There's the Myers lemon, and she'll be coming in as the weather turns. She's enjoying her sunny location right now. Okay, well, thank you for taking the tour with me. I am going to sign off and get ready to go to acupuncture. And hopefully spend some contemplative, quiet time manifesting a good outcome for my eye procedure tomorrow. All right, you guys have a wonderful day.